The update videos are not done, people. This is just the very beginning of the videos being pumped out today. Not only do we have a huge update on the next season of WWE Supercard, but as a lot of you already know, South Park Phone Destroyer is launching worldwide confirmed November 9th, according to Ubisoft and the Twitter page. And it says, South Park Phone Destroyer launches on iOS and Android devices on November 9th. Begin a whole new adventure with Cartman, Stan, Kyle, and Kenny. Play as cowboys, pirates, wizards, cyborgs, and even almighty gods with the boys and all the residents of South Park. I may have already read this, but I'm reading it again. Don't judge me. Combining real-time strategy and collectible cards and explosive battles, South Park Phone Destroyer lets you fight across town as a fully customizable new kid. Collect, upgrade, and master decks of iconic characters in order to unleash their true strength when they come alive on the game's battlefield. Featuring more than 80 unique cards, South Park Phone Destroyer includes a hilarious single-player campaign with 60 story-driven, dialogue-filled levels. Complete these to upgrade your deck, collect new cards, amass loot, and unlock new challenges. If that's not enough, challenge people from around the world in real-time player versus player matches, and climb through the PvP ranks to carve out your spot on the global leaderboards. To me, it seems like a lot of my games are relying on PvP things now. Like, Supercard is going to be really PvP reliant in Season 4, and now South Park Phone Destroyer is getting more PvP reliant than ever, so probably just blocked the microphone there, probably screwed up the audio. South Park Phone Destroyer is free to play and avoids the pitfalls of energy, timers, or other limits on how much you can play, which we've already seen because I've already done plenty of gameplay videos. But the game will be supported and expanded with future updates by continual live operations. Jump in and start your own battle on iOS or Android worldwide on November 9th. But that's not it. That's not the only thing they released. There's another big patch heading out. I don't know, no, they didn't post it a couple days ago. Wait, what's that? Oh. Okay. Oh, it's just your Halloween thing. I'm like, wait, what the heck is that? Some sort of new background or something for the game? What is that? Okay. Let's see. I know they released the patch. It's close to the top here, I think. Ah, here it is. So if you go to this link now, sorry for the delay on that, guys. At least you can skip through the video. I can't because I'm the one making them. Basically, we will see a lot more stuff that's coming to the game, and this may take a while, so, you guys might want to get a sandwich or something like that, depending on what time of day you're doing it. If it's morning, get a bowl of cereal. If it's, like, around noon, get a freaking sandwich. If it's in the evening, get some popcorn or something, I don't know. A big balance update drops tomorrow, which is today, actually. Hey everyone, Steve from Redlinks here. I have some exciting news for you. It has just gone official on the Ubisoft blog. The worldwide launch of South Park Phone Destroyer will be coming on November 9th. November 9th represents the culmination of years of hard work that have gone into building a foundation on which we can launch an awesome, badass game that will bring people joy for years to come. We're extremely excited to release this bad boy, and I know a lot of you who haven't already are excited to play. We are working on more stability and performance improvements, even more improvements to our anti-cheat processes, and taking a look at your request for features and functionality. There will be more info on all of that in the near future. That's one of the things I like about these people. They listen to their fans big time. The second their fans report a problem in the game, instantly patched for the most part. Within the next day or so that the fans start complaining, it gets patched. Boom. With that in mind, I'll jump into some balance notes for some changes that will be coming tomorrow, or today. Some of these are card balance changes, and some are adjustments that have been made to the in-game economy. I think they'll make a lot of you real happy. First of all, allergies. We expected this. Balance changes. Starts on with new kid health and related changes. Now this is a big one right here. This one might sound crazy, but hear me out. New kid health has been cut in half. Now, before you get your pitchforks and torches out to go and burn down wherever this studio is, let me finish. Member draws? Yeah, I member draws too. I actually never got a draw in the game, like never. Member slow gameplay? Yes. Well, now both of those things should be a distant memory. We decided to cut New Kid Health in half in order to make the game a more fast-paced, exciting feel. So you can understand them on that one because the gameplay was a little bit sluggish in my personal opinion. Now, I don't know if I'll release a gameplay video today, because with that update coming, you guys know the whole process I had to go through. I had to download Tunnel Bear, connect to Norway, uninstall the game, reinstall the game, blah, blah, blah. Matches will now be more intense, and every mistake or good play could change the tide of battle. Matches are going to have you on the edge of your seat. In order to compensate for this, every new kid damaging ability or spell has been adjusted by half, so they will remain just as effective. And previously, spells and abilities did 1/5 the damage that they did to enemy units to the enemy new kid. Now spells and abilities will do 1/10 of the damage that they do to enemy units to the enemy new kid, and the new kid's health will be 50% less, equating to the same relative change, or damage change. I can't speak right now. I just got on not too long ago. Don't freaking judge me. Next up is the Lightning Bolt. Well, now I don't really personally have this anymore. I think I started out with the Lightning Bolt, if I'm not mistaken. No, I started out with the Fireball. Now I have the Poison. But the Poison is probably going to be, like, useless after this update because I saw that in the patch notes, too, so. This Blast from Above was an absolutely dominant spell. Crazy lethal and way too much energy value when you consider it could smash a 5 energy cost Epic Randy off the field in one stroke. That is absolutely bonkers. In order to give the Randys and Epic ranged units of the world a chance, we've reduced the base damage of Lightning Bolt to 240 from 360. They're going to nerf a lot of stuff because of this freaking health change and gameplay change and stuff. Based on the above scaling, it will now deal 24 damage to the enemy new kid. Deckhand Butters. While Deckhand Butters is a savvy swabby in his own right, a 3-cost assassin needs a damn strong gimmick. Behold, the White Whale, a buffing bonus for our boy Butters. Deckhand Butters will now heal friendly units by 250 on death, up from 100. That is going to be really freaking helpful. And if you don't have Deckhand Butters, by God, that's going to be the bane of your existence in that game. He will now deal your new kid for 25 health. So it heals everybody. After our last buff, we still didn't feel that we had made enough progress toward making Road Token feel epic. That's why we reduced his mana cost from 5 to 4 and increased his base damage from 80 to 100, which will help a lot of people who have this card just sitting around collecting dust. Virtual dust, that is. Next up is the Energy Staff. I have seen this card in action, and it's not getting the use it's supposed to. This is a tough card to balance, but I think we made a really solid choice here. We've increased the energy speed boost to 40% rather than the previous 20%. It is at a more usable medium between the Energy Staff is broken days and the current Energy Staff is only useful in sudden death mentality. Next up is Nathan. Now this is pretty important to me because I do have Nathan in my deck. Our bomb-tossing pal Nathan has a secret. His AoE has been improved. Previously, his AoE was a little too tight, meaning he would hit a single pigeon and miss the others, yes, and so on. Now his range has been increased from 1.5 to 1.7, thank you, and some of the delay from his attack has been reduced, so it'll take him less time to pull the bombs out of his hat and throw it. So yeah, that's good. That is really good. Next up, I think will help a lot of people. Mecha Timmy. Our little mecha buddy, Mecha Timmy, was a bit fragile and perhaps a bit low value to be entirely honest. We made some modifications, and now Mecha Timmy will be blasting his way to Value Town. His attack speed has been increased ever so slightly, his cost has been reduced from 5 to 4, and his health points have been increased from 160 to 250. So that'll help a lot of people that have had that card and basically used him as a punching bag or something to block attacks or something. Conch Magic. Now, I know this is going to frustrate a lot of people because Conch Magic by the higher ranked people have been abused big time. Conch Magic has always been a huge value card, but when highly upgraded, the Conch it spawned were fragile, ineffectual little beasts. This made it a brutal spell to unleash on your opponents, in addition to delivering huge value for energy. In order to make it more reasonable, we decided to cap the number of units Conch Magic will transform to its spell level. Have a level 1 Conch Magic? Congrats, you can now transform one random unit into a Conch. Yeah, that's not dirty at all. Have a level 2? There's 2 random Conch transformations for you. 3 is 3, and so on. Next up is Shaman Token. Adventure Rush checks. We've all seen them. We've all been laid to waste by their low-cost swarms of damage-dealing value monsters. Shaman Token is both low-cost and high-effect, as he has a badass charged ability. So in order to keep him more reasonable in terms of value, he has had his cost adjusted from 2 to 3. Barrel Dougie. Now this one is big for me because Barrel Dougie is one of my biggest weapons and you guys know it because I've been using it in my gameplay videos. This little barrel-wearing dude Dougie is now more lethal than ever. Previously, his base attack was 70, and his ability allowed him to pummel the enemy new kid with an additional 70 damage. His special ability has been decreased to 35, but coupled with the decrease in new kid health, which is understandable, he should be more powerful than ever before. And that honestly helps me out a lot because of that. Dog Poo. Oh my freaking god, I hate this guy. He is so annoying. In this freaking... he is so annoying in PvP. He always kills all my guys. Every freaking time. Our dear friend Dog Poo has been the butt of many a joke. No longer will this card stink. He doesn't stink. He always freaking whoops the ever-living crap out of me. His epic status is going to be firmly cemented with a solid base health increase from 192 to 240. But wait, there's more. Crap. He has also had the time between attacks reduced and his attack damage increased from 72 to 80. Oh yeah, and he had his cost reduced from 4 to 3. Safe to say Dog Poo is certifiably the shit. Bruh. That's just going to make him more annoying than he was before to people in the lower levels like me. Because you see him pop up a lot, and when he does, it's already annoying enough that he busts through almost your entire line in like 2 seconds. Now he's gonna bust through your entire line in like a split second. Ever hit a situation where you drop that regeneration card and your unit still gets its ass kicked? This should be helped by a balance change that will see regeneration increase to 20 health per second, while its length is reduced from 15 to 10 seconds. This should make an incredibly effective counter to poison crap as well. Specifically with its energy cost being reduced from 4 to 3. Okay, next, a bunch of these guys I don't have. The other ones are the other ones that are getting either nerfed or improved are the Master Ninju, Power Fist Dougie, Sexy Nun Randy, 6 Element Randy, Pocahontas Randy, a lot of Randys, and Choir Boy Butters, along with these down here. Cyborg Kenny has had his attack speed improved. Hook Hand Klein's ability damage to the enemy new kid has been reduced from 28 to 22, and its ability damage to enemy units has been reduced from 224 to 220. Fireball has had its damage to the enemy new kid decreased from 30 to 18, and its standard damage decreased from 200 to 180. Nelly had the same problem as Terrence Mephisto. The AoE damage was different than her standard damage. This has been fixed. Her attack radius has also been increased from 1 to 1.5. Poison has been fixed and will no longer poison objects. I never had that problem. There has been a difficulty decrease for cyborg range units on various levels. Marine Craig has had his damage to the enemy new kid reduced. However, the damage percentage per second is the same as before. The duration has been cut in half due to the reduction in new kid health. Hallelujah has had his cost reduced from 5 to 4, in which Dr. Token has had his health increased from 254 to 300. There are also a bunch of these adjustments. PvE adjustments. PvE levels have been adjusted in difficulty in order to reflect the changes in new kid health. Understandable. This includes unit spawn rates, level geography, unit health, unit damage, and so on. So, great job on that one, guys. We made some major modifications to our in-game economy after extensively analyzing player feedback. There will still be fine-tuning to do in the future, but at the moment we feel this will provide players with a really great value and make the experience even better. And, get ready for this. Get ready for a one-way ticket to Value Town. There has been a significant buff to the value of PvP and premium card packs. You'll notice there are a lot more cards and materials dropped in these packs, and thus a higher number of total rare, epic, and legendary card drops. Sweet music to your ears, eh? Did you go Canadian or something, Steve? This should improve the player experience a lot and make folks more excited to get their PvP pack every time. So that's going to be really beneficial for those people like me that are trying to level their guys up and stuff like that, because they can get more coins, more PvP tickets, more upgrade items, and more cards. So that's great. Some players were saying that their PvP lockers stunk like dirty old gym socks. Ha. So we had to take a peek at what was inside. After one whiff, we decided PvP lockers needed to be buffed a bit, especially in terms of ticket payouts. We have done so. Some of those players now have a chance of up to 500 tickets for players ranked 35 and above. Lower ranks are buffed as well, and players will see the info in their arena pop up as soon as the changes are live. Rank rewards. We won't be conducting rank resets anymore. The legendary leaderboard will be reset in each season, and prizes will be awarded. More info on that later. It isn't live yet. But overall ranks will no longer be adjusted. The rewards have also been adjusted. Everywhere where there is currently a card in the PvP rank awards, there will now be a mini card pack. Pretty sweet, eh? That is actually awesome. Current users won't get lower tier rewards credited, but they will receive a gift to offset this a bit. The logic here is that it will help new worldwide players come into the fold, and reward ranking up much more strongly. Carbon coins will now cost less hard currency. Epic cards will now be easier to upgrade. So if you've been waiting to upgrade one, you really lucked out. The details are right here. Getting an epic to level 3 will now require 25 card copies instead of 30. Getting an epic card to level 4 will now require 100 copies instead of 120. And getting an epic to level 5 will now require 350 copies rather than 360. Sure, these may not be the biggest drops, but at least they're trying to make it a little bit easier for us, but not too easy. We can't all have many stunning fashion sense, but at least we can all have more affordable new kid clothing options. Players can expect a few more outfits in the PvP shop and lockers, and prices in PvP tickets of all outfits were reduced to 700 from 800, 1500 from 2000, and 2500 from 3500 tickets. Honestly, why do useless freaking outfit parts cost that much tickets still? Like, really? They don't even have any abilities. If they had abilities that could help your new kid out, then that would be understandable, but they're just freaking clothes. Like, seriously, unless you want to look good, which isn't my freaking... It isn't quite my forte. To look good in the game is to play well. Then what's the point? This should let you get your fashion game on point and show off your taste, or lack thereof, a little more easily. So as you can see, a lot has changed, and there are many improvements still left to come. We think that the game is going in an incredible direction. Yes. And we are really stoked that all of you have helped us out with your feedback and support through soft launch. We will continue to listen to player suggestions and feedback, and you can look forward to more awesome stuff like events, new cards, new features, and other cool stuff in the future. For all of you who have been here from the beginning, thank you. For all of you just getting on board, buckle up. Things are only getting better from here. Until next time, we'll see you on the streets of South Park. Love, Steve. So as you can see, there is a crap ton changing in the game. The game is going to change big time. The gameplay is going to change. The rewards are going to change. PvE is going to change. Everything is going to change in some way, shape, or form. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. This is my second of 2 update videos. I had to make one on WWE Supercard Season 4, because when I first started this channel, I said I wanted to do Season 4 when it came out on the channel. And now that it's been announced, I gotta cover that now. And then I had to make an update video on this, because I didn't do it yesterday, because of all the videos I was pumping out already. But these are the first 2 mini videos coming out today, more than likely, depending on if we get more updates on Supercard and Phone Destroyer, and depending on when the update for NBA Live Mobile comes out. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for right now. I will be back in a little bit when NBA Live Mobile 18 launches, and I will be pumping out a lot of videos on that. But until then, I'm out. Peace. Shout out to all those who subscribed.